Okay. So this session is all about clearing all your doubts. Okay. So I just wanna clear your doubts, and I took a trade in BTC. So I'm going to explain that trade in that particular session. Okay. So first of all, I wanna clear Khalid's doubt. So Khalid is asking me, bro, this supply got failed here. So we should look this demand for buys. But actually, this was not like this was the concept, but this was not the entire concept. Our trading is based upon a logic based system. So, what is a logic? So, when the logic is all about when the buyers are getting stronger, the sellers getting weaker. When the sellers are getting weaker, the buyers are getting stronger. This is all about the concept, right? So, here he just notices only the supply failure. Khalid is noting only the supply failure over this area, but he forgot about this supply failure. We have a supply which fails here, and we have a demand area which is rally, base, rally. So this demand got reacted already. So when this demand got reacted already, it needs to be taken out in the future, and it's taken out. So that we are looking the origin. And people are asking why you didn't look this demand, because here we look here, what happens? Supply failure, demand creator, look at this. Entirely this was demand. Why? Because it's a rally and a base and a rally. So this was the demand area, and here we got a mitigation. And after the mitigation, look at this, a demand chain formation. So what is a demand chain? Rally, base, rally, and again a rally, base, rally, the rally, base, rally. So consecutive demands, right? It's called consecutive demand, so consecutive mitigations. So it's called a demand chain. So when the demand chain was established, it will be taken out in the future. Why? Because we know how the rally-based rally system works. Sorry, how the demand and supply works. So let me take an example for rally-based rally. So what happens? It's a clear demand area. Sellers will come, buyers will take the control, and buyers needs to exit here. So this area becomes invalid in the future. So this demand chain was consecutively mitigated. It needs to be taken out. Do you get it? That's why I did aimed buys in this origin. So, and another question. So he is marking this demand chain. If we get this tip of area, we only have to look the origin move. So not about the origin move. If we get this kind of area, we need to ignore buys in this areas. That's it. And here, he's having a question. Bro, as you said, we need to look after the supply failure. We need to look this demand because this was origin. So you need to think that this was not an order block, right? This was not an order block. This is a demand area. So what is the concept of demand? As a rally, a base, a rally. When it comes to a rally-based rally, buyers are controlling this area. And after sellers entry, buyers will take the control. Once buyers are exit this value, this area becomes invalid in the future. So that we didn't look that area. If price was went till the origin, we may look this area. Price didn't go to the origin area. It just mitigated from a demand. It's not an order block area. Every demand was not an order block, and every order block was a demand area. But every demand area was not an order block area to look for buys. So that I'm just expecting buys here, and we are waiting for the confirmation like liquidity sweep, breakout structure, and formation, and we took an entry. I hope it makes sense, right? Bro?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And this is the same thing he is asking. Like if this move was origined from this area, we may look for the money transfer. But it didn't. It just reacted from a demand. So we are avoiding this area. Right? I hope it makes sense, right? Okay. So and again, yeah. So now I'm here. Here I'm going to explain the trade which I took in the BTC USD today. So this is all about the trade which I took in the BTC USD.
Okay.
Okay. So when the price was here, I just noticed this was a supply zone. That's it. The idea was very quite simple. Idea is all about people who think that this was the like a larger breakout structure, and this zone is going to be flip the price, like which is a demand S2D flip. People who thinks that they are going to get a trap. This was my idea initially. I switched my time frame to 1 hour. And I noticed, so I need to wait till the supply got failure, right? I just waited for the supply to get failure, and price did exactly what I want. And look at this. So what is the idea of us now? It's currently all about when it comes to a breakout structure, we need to look at, is there any demand area just below, or is there any demand area just above, or is there the origin and the breaking point? So we need to consider the 4 points, right? So look at the origin. It's that's a lot of liquidity. It's completely fine. And now, is there any demand area just below the breakout structure? I'm switching the time frames to see something. Look at here what happens. Price is just creating a rally, a clear base and a rally, right? A rally base rally is our demand area, and it needs to be respected at least a time, right? So we know. And in this area, now I'm going to refine. So I need to get a perfect area, right? I need to get a perfect area for my demand. And I just have a look over here, and I noticed, look at this. Though this candle was not yet mitigated, look at this. This candle not yet mitigated the order block. The thing is, I just noticed a formation of strong low, which swaps the liquidity, which breaks the structure, and which initiates a demand. Look at this. Same thing, formation again. Look at this. Supply got failed and a demand, which is the reason for this break. And for the clear information, I switched the time frames to for my convenient view. To get a convenient view, I switched my time frames, and I had a look here. So there is a clear demand area. And I switched to lower to check, is there any other areas left? No, there is nothing left. So you may like 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, it looks perfect for me to took an entry over this area. So you may ask me why you didn't go for this week. Yeah, we can consider this week is also considerable. But when it comes to 5 minutes, so let me show you something. So look at this 5 minutes. Why we are not going to consider this week? Efficient price action, due to the efficient price action. So the last inefficient price action of the piece was here. And look at this. This was like consecutively mitigated. Everything was consecutively mitigated. So I didn't go for this week. If you have a look at this block, look at the 30-minute. I hope it's perfect now, right? Why I didn't go for the full week. So I just noticed that this thing, and when it comes to 15 minutes, I just noticed one more thing again. What is the thing? Look at here. What happens? Price is just breaks the structure over here. Same formation. Look at the formation. Breakout structure. Rally base rally. Rally base rally. This rally base rally holds the price. Look at here. Supply failure, demand created, price needs to complete the target initially. Right? Target completed. Now this needs to be taken out. And exactly it's taken out. And look at here. The last piece of imbalance was just mitigated, but the money transfer was not done yet. Because we know this like this week swaps the liquidity and the money is belongs to here only. And price didn't come yet here. So I realized that this may be our false breakout structure. FBOS. So if this was FBOS, we have inducement, perfect inducement over here. So I was aiming for this trade. till the targets up to this was the first target. First target. The extended target may up to this one. Because look at here, we have a strong high over this area. So when it comes to a strong high, we need to take a IRL, which is internal range liquidity. So this could become our internal range liquidity. So this may be the extended target. So idea was very quite simple. And I was looking for this trade. Price just comes and tags. And both the targets are set. Perfect. So look at the 1 hour, just simple concepts. I didn't complicate the concept. Look at this. What is the actual idea behind this trade? This is very quite simple. Look at this. Supply fails, demand created, strong low formation, and our inducement formation. Price comes, tags, boom. Yeah. Does it make sense?
Yes, bro.
Okay. And this law was already done its duty. So in the future, it needs to be taken up. Then I hope it's clear, right?
Yes.
Do you have any doubts?
One more doubt, bro.
Yeah. Just
Take here the origin, right?
yeah, Arjun.
Here the origin. So in future it can be taken out.
Yeah, this could be taken up. Bro, remember,
Okay. So
just a minute. I need to tell something, okay? So don't confuse yourself. The idea behind this trade was not a long-term buys. Remember, this was not a long-term buy. The idea behind this trade was very simple, using this supply failure and this demand creation, immediate demand creation. That's it. We don't look for buys one more time if price comes here. Because look at this. Look at the weekly time frame and daily dot. So price is just going to, like, look at this. 1 week. Look at the weekly time frame. So weekly we are here in the supply zone. And look, we have still inefficient price action left over this area. So price may come more lower. So we didn't look for buys. The idea behind this buys was very quite simple. The supply fails, immediate demand formation. Within this demand, we have a strong low. We have a strong low. And then this strong low, we have a formation, which is type 1 inducement. Price comes, takes out the inducement, and boom. Yeah.
yes, bro.
Are there any doubts?
No.
Bro, don't confuse the concept. And I think you may look have a look at a GJ trade. Sorry, UJ trade, which is beautifully played out. Perfect, right? I hope you remember. Right? Sorry. So it's playing out. Clear? It's about 270 pips, I think. 280 pips. It's a very quite simple trade execution, and it was shared before. It's a long SL, I agree. A very big SL, but the target was obviously very big. Oh man, we should use some small luck. But the trade will reward us better, right? The same concepts. Concepts are same, bro. I hope you get it right. Here also it's the same concept, bro. Let me explain, okay? Here also, look at this. Price breaks the structure over here, which is mean by this supply got failure. If this supply failure, price flips this Price created a rally-based rally demand area, and price just visited this demand area and started flying. Clear?
Yes.
Again, same concept, bro. It makes sense, right? Is it clear?
Yes, bro. Yes.
And why are you scanning?
Nothing, bro.
Bro,
We
where
didn't
are
get
you?
a confirmation entry from the origin.
You just tapped and played, bro. Where are you now?
Bro,
Where are you now?
I'm in flat.
Okay. So after the session, I'll call you, okay?
Okay, okay.
Is there any other doubts?
No, bro, no. One more thing, I need a like top-down analysis from monthly.
Monthly?
Yeah, like random pairs or anything else.
We will do later, bro. Random pass. Like, if we did it for for this session, it won't be very good. If I take some time, it will be more good. Like this. This was like I started from monthly and weekly, and I just found okay, it's better to look at this like this kind of trade. So I stick with it. That's what I want. So let me explain here one time. Okay, this was USD GPO weekly trade. So this trade was very simple idea. Again, a simple idea. Look at this. Price just broke the supply over this area. This is the first breakout structure of ours, right? First breakout structure. Price just comes and reacted to this particular demand area, and price started rally, again a rally. So we know this demand area needs to be taken out in the future, and it was taken out already. And if this was taken out, the origin was the region to go high from the, yeah. And exactly origin was doing something like this. So I was looking for, so we may have target up to this inefficient price action area. And I started switching daily time frame. And in daily, I noticed something. Look at this. This was a clear support and resistance area, right? So which is here, this line act as a support, resistance broke, resistance, resistance, resistance. It becomes weaker. So price will break to this thing. So I was expecting this thing, okay, to happen. So I just started looking some lower time frames like 4 hours. I started switching 4 hours. Started switching 4 hour. When it comes to 4 hour, you have a clear bullish order flow, right? So that's a clear bullish order flow establishment. In this bullish order flow establishment, we are having buys over here, right? And from this area, we got one more buys here. So I was like, okay, in this area, I want to explain something. So when the price was here falling this much, to be frank, I don't have any idea what to do here. So I just switched the time frame to 1 hour. And I'm just waiting for the price because this area was the last money transferred area. So I was waiting for the price to tag this area, and price exactly tags. And again, I just waited for some kind of confirmation. And after seeing this kind of confirmation, which is breakout structure, I was very confident. Breakout structure. So look at this. We have an internal break, right? So first breakout structure, false breakout structure. So I was very confident in this trade. False breakout structure. And again from this area, entry, inducement. first target. So can I extend the target up to this line? So it's a very long swing trade. And here I got a clear confirmation. So when price started building up of liquidity, I know price will break down to collect all the downside liquidity and price will go up to collect all these liquidities. I have a clear idea so that I shared it with everyone and it did exactly what happened, right? And when price was here, I was expecting one more entry from this area, but it never happened.
So is there any idea in gold?
Gold, I told you, right? We need to look sells in gold.
Like sales is continuing, right?
Yeah,
So
continuing.
what is the target that you will fix?
I just fixed 2000 currently. I don't know.
It's tapped.
Oh, no, it's already reached. It was around 1090 comes, bro. You know, so look at this. I think in the last section, I explained why we need to look only sales because look at this. So it's very quite simple. Again, a simple idea. So when this was a supply failure, this demand holds the price, takes away the price. And after the target reach, we know this needs to be liquidated. Price just came and liquidated. And the move should be originated from this area. But in
Yes.
case it was not happened. So it builds its own liquidity and just flies higher. So this area needs to be taken out in the same thing what we have seen in the USD JPY. The USD JPY price just taken the downside liquidity and went to take the upside liquidity. Here, opposite case.
So we can't this as an origin. We can't find this as an origin.
No, definitely not. This entire
Okay.
area
So
needs to
we
be
can't
liquidated.
like this is the flip like that we
No,
can
no,
do.
no, 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 no. You need to consider the origin, right? Look at this. This area was originated from this area. What is the purpose of this supply? This supply got failure. This demand flips the price and price just went up. And we know this demand needs to be taken out as an inducement and taken out. After taking out, price would reach this demand area before flying. That's where we expected buys. But price just builds its own liquidity. This entire area was a liquidity area. So we should not look buys in this origin. Definitely what will happen, what is going to happen is price will give some kind of false reaction. People will buy and market will die.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And one more thing I have noticed in the weekly time frame, this resistance was tested again and again and again. Third time it was tested. When the resistance is tested more than 2 times, it becomes weaker. In my point of view, there is a chance. So price may come, go.
Okay. From there, we will get the confirmation.
Yeah, if we get a confirmation, we will definitely buy. Why? Because look at this. We have a clear supply failure and demand creation. In the weekly time frame, supply failure, demand was created. I was expecting this kind of thing. So if it's a monthly time frame, look at this. Look at the monthly time frame. So it's a clear demand. It's a rally-based rally. So we are in this demand area already. And you are asking some questions, right? So about the area, I'll explain about the area. So when it comes to your area, why you should not look that area? I'll explain. So if you switch it to line chart in the 1 hour, okay, it's a line chart. You will have a clear area which is support and resistance.
So it can react from there once.
Yeah, it will definitely react. It will be a false reaction. Yeah, it should be a false reaction. It will be a false reaction. And someone is asking me the same question. Can I buy from here? I answered, this was a clear SNR level. You should not buy from this one. We know every movement. It's a clear SNR level, liquidity level. So you should not price this area because price will come, test, and broke. Get it? So in my point of view, this is possible. So let's see what this guy is going to do. If this guy, the price, we will look for buys. Let's see. Is there any other doubts?
No, bro.
So the concept is little bit complicated, right? Little bit or more complicated? Bro,
Yes.
more complicated?
Yeah, a little bit, but but we need to.
Yeah, I will do, bro. Definitely will do. Don't know. The sky is falling like, well,
How much is it's covered to 200?
200?
How much?
What are you asking?
From here, how much pip it's dropped?
From here. Here?
Yeah.
2040 to 80. Yeah, yeah. It's more than
268.
260. It's a great fall. Damn it. Okay.
We'll see a small recovery tomorrow.
Yeah, we will see small recovery. Price will act as and come. Bro, this move was not guaranteed. This move was guaranteed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking, waiting. Here, this move was confident. Yeah. Any doubts?
No.
Shall we bind it?
Yes, bro, yes.
Okay, bro. Okay, so once I had my photo, I will call you, okay?
Okay.
We have something to deal. Okay, bro. I'm
Okay.
recording. Bye.